Bruins last night, just fantastic. What a treat. And I think we all had the same feeling going into this game, is that I like their chances better in this series than I did after they lost game 5 against the Maple Leafs. I like their chances better now than going into game 6 of the Maple Leaf series. So maybe that resonated, not me saying it obviously, but maybe getting off the schneid, getting the monkey off your back, winning that game 7, getting past the first round, not making history as the first team in North American sports to lose 3-1 series leads in consecutive years. And they looked actually very, very good last night. Swayman looked great. We were going to have the debate. We had it yesterday about if you play Swayman or Ullmark. They chose Swayman. Obviously, it was the right decision, especially if they win this series. Now, if Swayman, at some point, his legs fall off or something, then I guess it wasn't. But as for now, it seems like the right decision. I'm happily incorrect in saying that they should have played Ullmark. Now, I never said Swayman would play poorly, but I thought for the good of the series, you don't play Swayman, but you did. I mean, he was excellent last night, so good on Jim Montgomery, who now won't lose his job. He has that pressure off of him. He knows he has a job for next year. The front office has the pressure off of them. They know they have jobs. They're bringing rookies in to take faceoffs. Yeah. They're they really did. They brought a kid up specifically, Brown, yesterday, specifically to take faceoffs. He won 71% of his faceoffs. He's the guy on the team that can do it. But, you're having problems when you're bringing a rookie up to take faceoffs. Go ahead.
They match up with this team pretty well. They won all 4 meetings this season. Now, all 4 games were close during the regular season, but they won all of them, and goaltending was a big reason. Ullmark won 3 of the games. Swayman won the 4th one, but Florida had more than their fair share of opportunities last night, and we talked about how Tkachuk missed a wide-open net. He's not going to miss that again, but Swayman is as hot gets. And, maybe Florida was playing well entering the postseason, but Swayman's the great equalizer. The Bruins can make mistakes in their defensive end, and they did last night.
Yeah.
But Swayman is there. It is great to have the goaltender that gets hot. How many times have we seen the Bruins run into one of those in the postseason? Yeah. Now your team has that guy, and it frees everyone else up. Mason Lohrei, who had trouble getting into the lineup, is now going to be there for the rest of the playoffs.
And that goal that he had last night, Kevin Weeks broke it down a little bit.
I saw that in the intermission,
which I thought was really, really good.
I like how they made Butchergrass stand there with a stick.
Yes. He had the wrong leg in the air, too. It's at least get the right leg in the air. But whatever.
Butchergrass has to have a background in hockey. They really made him the hockey guy. He had to have played. If I worked at ESPN and they made me the hockey guy, I'd be like, what the hell are you doing? No one ever played?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, but Weeks did a very good job of explaining, the position that Bobrovsky was in and why when you get down in that particular stance and, it's good to, go back and forth across, but it leaves that opening right above his right shoulder. And credit to Lohrei for finding that spot, picking that spot. He had scored 4 goals all regular season.
That was a goal scorer goal.
Yes.
That was a sniper goal. He put that in a puck space, the space of a puck. There was that opening, and he was able to hit it. They obviously had a book on Bobrovsky to go high on him. Every goal was high last night.
Well, everybody got that book except for
Pastrnak.
Yes.
Well, Pastrnak could try to go 5-hole twice on breakaway.
Right, there was one time where he was just too close in and couldn't do much with it.
And then there was one time that wasn't one of his 2 chances where he was interfered with. He was hooked.
Yes, clearly. Yes.
It was like a slash hook that happened,
You look at last night's game. They scored 5 goals to even throw away the empty netter. 4 goals. Florida has a guy that is a Vezina Trophy finalist, and Florida has a guy who is a Selke Trophy finalist. And they scored 4 goals on that team in their own building last night. Something's going on here. This is a little strange. We all thought that Game 7 was a foregone conclusion that they'd lose, and they won that game. And then they came out last night and couldn't have looked better for long periods of time. They were the better team last night.
They were. And Bobrovsky looks like they have the book on him. And if even if that gets into his head and he starts trying to take away the top of the net, that means he's going to look even worse. Again, I made the point that in between the first and second period, Beers was talking about how even though it was 0-0, Bobrovsky looked like he was off. He looked like something was off with him. If you like that clip, check out more videos from Toucher and Hardy here. For more Bruins analysis and opinion, hit this playlist.